All right, hey everybody, it's Man on Main Street, and the question tonight here at the historic Main Street Garden Grove Car Show. Hi, Dawn.
Hi.
And the question tonight is, what was your first car? Dawn?
1966 Malibu.
66 Malibu, far out.
Yes.
All right,
Porsche red with candy graphics, a small block and a turbo 400.
Oh.
And Krager SS rims.
Oh, always
My
back.
favorite. Still my favorite.
I preferred the daisies. You know, the
My
polished.
truck had daisies.
Yeah.
They were neon pink.
Oh, wow. Right.
Go chickish, right?
Right.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 70 Bug.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And I didn't have two nickels to scrape together, kind of like today. And
Only different, sort of.
a little different. And so for my lowering kit, you ready for this?
Oh gosh, I'm afraid.
Cinder blocks in the trunk. I got pulled over by the cops racing around the hills over here in Orange, and he looks in my glove box as I'm getting out my stuff, but there's a hole in the back of the glove box, you know, for the Kenwood. And
Right.
he's like, "What's that in your trunk?" "Oh, that's my lowering kit."
Or Blaupunkt. Remember? It was Blaupunkt too.
See,
We're
Kenwood.
old. We're old. We're just old.
Blaupunkt, I didn't have it like you did. You know, so, but no, so it was the cinder blocks, and you say, "Get those out of there."
Yeah, I never did that. I did have my truck lowered once so much that I scraped on a manhole cover.
Oh.
That was a square body, and it had to, it had to come back up because that just didn't work.
Right.
But
Well,
the Malibu had, cigarette pack clearance on the
nice,
headers.
Nice.
So.
Well, my Bug blew up during when I went to go pick up my tux for the junior prom.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I had to do my stepmom's Fairmont.
I
Anyway.
was going to say, how did your date feel about that?
Yeah, not good.
Gotta go to work.
Hey everybody, it's Tony with Blacktop Magazine. We're here at the historic Main Street Car Show. I'm with my friend Doug DoRr. Doug, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How you doing, Tony?
Doing great, man. You're just producing so much work. It's crazy.
Hey, you like that?
Yeah, look at that.
No, that's
That's his
my
daughter's
daughter.
plants and stuff. Well, anyway, we got the Man on Main Street questions. Doug, what was your first car?
Okay, I'm a little embarrassed by this. I don't know if I want to tell you this or not, but I had a 1973 Ford Pinto.
Ooh, runabout?
No,
Light blue?
red,
Oh, at least red.
very red.
And what size V8 did you have in it?
Oh God, I think it had, what was it, 90 horsepower, 2.6. My parents made sure that I wasn't going to hot rod around anywhere. I swear to God, I went to hit the brakes one time and my foot went through the whole floorboard. In Ohio, cars are rusted out. It was a free car.
Oh, man.
And you know me, I am not the Ford guy at all. Sorry, guys. Never been a Ford guy. My dad worked for Chevy plant. Sorry, it was my first car. He told me I could destroy that car.
And you did.
I did.
Fantastic. All right, thanks, Doug. Keep
All right,
on
Tony.
making work.
All right, thank you. Cheers.
All right, hey everybody, it's Tony with Blacktop Magazine. We got the band getting started here, so it might be a little noisy, but I got my friend Rod Dixon. And Rod, what was your first car?
You know, thinking back, my first car was a 69 Grand Prix Model J.
Wow.
And I bought it from a buddy of mine, Oscar Bustamante. We grew up in Cerritos, and he had the car for quite a while. I bought the car for $900. And I drove it for 4 years, and then I sold it for $900.
Nice, all right.
It was really a nice car. I mean, at that time, it was a long time ago, but they were cool cars. They ran real good, and they had a little bit of power there, so they were kind of powerful. But they were cool cars.
Nice, all right. Well, thank you. All right. Hey everybody, it's Tony with Blacktop Magazine, and I got my friend Jones here, and it's Man on Main Street, Jones. And so, what was your first car?
And I was in high school. I had a 57 Ford station wagon.
Oh, man.
And I put extended shackles on it and jacked it way up and put a sign on the back that said, "Don't laugh, your daughter might be in here." My dad was going to kick my rear on account of that.
And so what year was that?
Oh, that was probably 1965.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody had a $125 car back then. And I got a Woody now, but you could buy Woodies for $125, I think that's what got them all destroyed.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you, man.
Take it easy.
All right, you too. Hey everybody, it's Tony with Blacktop Magazine. We're here at the historic Main Street Garden Grove Car Show, and it's Man on Main Street night. And I got my friend Scott Ratray. Scott, how you doing?
Very good. How are you doing, Tony?
Good too, man. It's a beautiful night. And so, Scott, what was your first car?
Okay. My first car was a 1965 Dodge Dart. And I'll tell you how I got it, which was pretty weird. My mom and dad had it since it was brand new. And a few years down the road, actually, this was like 1977 or 78, the car developed a problem with the alternator. So my dad went to the auto parts place and he took out the old one, put in the new one, but he wired it in wrong. And when he went to go start it, it burned up all the wiring all the way up to the ballast resistor.
Oh.
And so he looked down at it, he looked over at my mom, and he said, "Honey, we need a new car." Then he turned over, looked at me, and he says, "How would you like to buy this car?" I went, "What? Buy this car?"
The car that's all burned up, not working?
Yeah. He says, I'll sell it to you for $300. Why can't you just give it to me? No, you got to buy it. You got to earn it.
That's right.
And he says, you also got to fix the wiring. Oh, thank you, Dad. So I got a possession of a 65 Dodge Dart, two-door. It was yellow at the time. No, yeah, it was yellow. And so I got a hold of it, and I put about $15,000 into it. I had the motor all done up. I had the suspension tweaked a little bit. I had given it a beautiful midnight blue paint job, put center lines all around on it, dropped it down a little bit, and then I started going down to Shoemaker Boulevard and racing it.
Uh-oh.
But had it for many years, I think around in the 80s, 83, 84. Was backing around a corner and got hit by a great big Buick. So it took out my rear quarter panel like you wouldn't believe.
That'll put the end to it.
Pretty much. 2 weeks later, it was stolen.
Oh, wow. All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Tony.
Hey, everybody. It's Tony with Blacktop Magazine. We're here at the historic Main Street Garden Grove Car Show, and I got my friend Steve Sanders here. And not only is Steve going to answer our question for Man on Main Street, what was your first car, but Steve is also integral in putting together this show called the Kiwanis Land Show, which is this Sunday. I can't wait. You know, probably it'll be after you see this. Anyway, look for Kiwanis Land Show in September next year. All right, so Steve, the question for tonight is, what was your first car?
A little piece of shit Chevy Corvair.
That he still has.
You still have it too.
That is one car I do not have.
All right.
But people collect the Corvairs now.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a 61. It was that beige.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those that if it was wet on an intersection, the front end was so light it would do circles. And I learned as a 15-year-old, don't hit the brakes when you're making a turn and the ground is wet.
Right. Oh boy, yeah. I mean, I think we've all had those little pieces of shit.
Oh.
Mine was the '64 Dodge Dart.
That Corvair, I understand if you did a lot of work to them. Nowadays they are considered something to be sought after, but I'm still not resentful of selling that one.
Right, very good. All right. Well, thank you, Steve. And it's they're making announcements, so we're probably getting it out here. But Man on Main Street here at the historic Main Street Garden Grove Car Show. See y'all later. All right.
All right, see you, Tony. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pinky Swear, and thank you for watching Blacktop TV.